All right, Nick. Kansas City Chiefs going into a huge game this weekend against the Buffalo
Huge.
Bills. But news is some much needed help might be right around the corner for the Chiefs, and we're going to get into that story here in just a moment. But Chiefs fans, obviously right now, I would say is the height of Chiefs Nation. There's been so many great players on your team, but also in the past, there's been a lot of great players as well. But that's not what we want to know today. What we want to know today is in the comments below, let us know who's your favorite player that wasn't on the Chiefs? Who's the guy, maybe division rival, someone y'all played against a lot that you had admiration for, respect? That guy was a really great player. Let us know in the comments below who is your favorite non-Chiefs player. But Nick, what's this good news right around the corner for the Chiefs?
Yeah, so obviously the Chiefs going against the Buffalo Bills. The Bills have been a juggernaut offensively so far this season. That's a tough matchup. It's a rematch of the game of the century in the playoffs last year. So the Chiefs need all the help they can get on defense. And the good news is they got some cavalry on the way. So this is according to Chiefs Wire. Speaking to reporters on Thursday, Chiefs DB coach Dave Merritt was asked about what he saw from cornerback Trent McDuffie in his first practice back with the team. The rookie first-round pick suffered hamstring injury in week 1 and was subsequently placed on injured reserve. On Wednesday, the team designated him to return from injured reserve. Asked whether it was realistic to think that McDuffie could play in week 6 against the Bills, Merritt gave an affirmative answer. All right, Maya. So obviously getting help on the secondary is big because Fenton on the other corner he's kind of banged up as well. The corner position's kind of been a weak spot for the Chiefs, kind of one of their few weak spots, at least in my opinion, so far this year. You saw Devontae Adams make a few big plays, and they kind of got lucked out by a couple other, toe tap situations against the Raiders. So obviously getting help at the cornerback position is going to be crucial. What do you think of the Chiefs defense and McDuffie and everything that could be going on there going into this huge matchup against the Buffalo Bills?
So I think everything you bring up, Nick, is very important. Obviously, L'Jarius Sneed at
Everything
corner.
I always say is very important, Maya.
Yes, and correct. Right and important are the two main things we get across. But L'Jarius Sneed for the Chiefs has been pretty good at corner, but as you said, Fenton's banged up. Watson is a rookie who he's been playing decent so far. Maybe hasn't quite gotten up to the top-notch level you want. He's better in that nickel slot corner position. But what you want against the Bills is to not be weak because they've had some guys that have come in this season and they've been pretty impressive at the receiver position. Obviously, one of my favorite players, and you say favorite, Chief, I love Stephon Diggs. I think he's an excellent player. But there's more guys to this offense. You got guys like Isaiah McKenzie who've been really strong this year. Gabriel Davis blows the top off defenses as well. Obviously, Josh Allen has a special relationship with Dawson Knox, so he's really good. So this Bills offense, we all know it's explosive. It's able to come out and punch you in the mouth. And what you want to do is contain, and having another solid, your big time corner that you took in the draft to come in and help limit the damage from these receivers is really going to be helpful because let's be honest, the Chiefs, they're not worried about keeping up with anybody offensively. They're going to do what they need to do there. But what you want to do is kind of not make it so hard on yourself, kind of limit these receivers' big playability. But so I think McDuffie coming in is going to be really, really crucial for the Chiefs.
Yeah, minus 100%. Look, the last 3 teams that hold Josh Allen under a passer rating of 80. 80 is kind of the threshold where if you're under 80, you had a bad game. I'll give them to you. The Baltimore Ravens, the Atlanta Falcons, and the New England Patriots. All 3 of those teams have quality corners and a bunch of quality corners. The Patriots obviously have a number of them. The Falcons have Hayward and Terrell, AJ Terrell, I'm sorry. The Ravens have a number of guys when healthy, obviously. You got Peters. You got Humphrey. So they've got, the secret to limiting Josh Allen or at least containing Josh Allen is to have multiple quality corners. And a guy like McDuffie, obviously coming out of college, was a quality corner, first round draft pick. There's a reason the Chiefs picked him up. And getting him back is huge because having multiple quality corners to cover all those weapons you talked about, that is the formula for limiting Josh Allen. Because if he can find with his sheer arm talent and just ability to make plays any weakness in the defense, and he has the weapons, whether it's Diggs, Davis, Knox, Shakir, McKenzie, whoever, he'll find an ability to exploit it. The way you can beat him is to have enough guys on your side to cover all those guys, at least enough to not make it easy for Allen. So getting McDuffie back to give depth in that secondary is going to be huge for the Kansas City Chiefs to limit Josh Allen's passing game against them.
Yeah, no, and that's one thing we need to get behind because the Chiefs, when you think about the Chiefs of old, like the defense had always been kind of their weak point. And I think they've been slowly building and getting to the point
100%.
where this Chiefs defense, it's sneaking up on people. It's going to be really, really good. Obviously, you got Jones in the middle, who's probably the best interior defensive lineman play wise up to this point in the season. He's been phenomenal. You got Reed in the safety position, who's been solid. L'Jarius Sneed's solid. You just need a couple more pieces. You got some young linebackers who are developing, so we'll see how they pan out. Young pass rushers and Karlaftis, but just get McDuffie out there is going to make a huge difference, and I think this will help this Chiefs team out a lot.